Whether you're talking about your finances, your career, or really just about anything else in life, it's always important to plan ahead. And Troy has some more to tell us in this week's KTAB Financial Friday.
Do you know why Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6 came before episodes 1, 2, and 3? Because in charge of planning, Yoda was. Planning, a 7-letter word. I had a friend tell me that planning was bad because premeditated gets thrown around the courtroom. Realistically, there is no chance whatsoever that all of your projects are going to work out as anticipated. Napoleon Bonaparte said, "If I always appear prepared, it is because before any undertaking, I have meditated long and have foreseen exactly what might occur. It is not genius that reveals to me suddenly and secretly what I should do in circumstances unexpected by others. It is thought and preparation." What happens when your plan A doesn't happen? If you're prepared with a contingency plan, you've already shifted the odds of success in your favor. So don't wait until you're in trouble. Having a plan B ready, maybe a plan C, maybe a plan D too, will also increase your confidence, reduce your stress, and enable you to be more flexible and creative as events unfold. In general, creating a plan B at the same time you create a plan A is recommended. Why? Well, once you start on a project, you probably won't have the time to focus on planning again. Also, once work begins, who wants to go back to planning? I'm reminded of the cliche line from numerous failed experiences, "Well, back to the old drawing board." When a task is started, now you have to worry about deadlines, cost runovers, maybe even unhappy investors. Creating a plan B is at the bottom of the list. True story in my life, 2 construction projects with 2 different business visionaries, both hotel resort projects. Both projects planned on a certain amount of foreign investment to fund the operation or the construction. After Trump's tariff war began, though, the foreign investments didn't happen. Both projects were left underfunded. One project, though, had a plan B that went swiftly into action, allowing construction to begin on time and on budget. The second project had not even considered foreign investment money drying up and ended up delaying construction by over a year before they got it all figured out and finally began. You tell me, when you have a choice between investing with either Hotel A or Hotel B, who would you choose? Obviously, the one with a contingency plan. When it comes to your financial future, it takes, what's that magic word? Planning. Living paycheck to paycheck without a plan means you'll be that way forever, most likely. Most of us do not inherit millions of dollars, and most of us need time and consistency to end our lives wealthier than we started. Fail to plan, plan to fail. Another reason why Plan B needs to be considered when making Plan A is that many of us are often too emotionally attached to Plan A. What if your dream job doesn't work out? I can't tell you how many clients grew completely dissatisfied with a job due to an administrative personnel change or a governmental regulation change. What if the economy tanks and you are downsized? Itty bitty, what is your Plan B? In order to stay wealthy or end wealthy, what's your contingency plan under such circumstances? Do you use up your retirement funds while you try to find another job, or maybe move back home with mom and dad, or maybe have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses and cash set aside to allow you to find a new job or change your circumstances? Plan A is to retire at, say, 60. But what is Plan B if your health turns south or if you die and leave behind a family? Contingency planning financially is important, but it does require multiple approaches that include savings and investing and insurance and education. I'll never forget, as a young boy in the Philippines, I had to chuckle at a sign that obviously had run out of space on the sign before it ran out of letters. It said, and I kid you not, here's the sign, Department of Planning. Have a great day.
All right, thanks, Troy. If you'd like some more advice, you can contact Sutton Financial Group. They're located at 2449 South Willis in Suite 106. You can also call them at 437-0709, or you can go to SuttonFinancialGroup.com.